One day, I was chatting with a friend about our weekend plans. She suggested we meet up on Saturday afternoon. To show I liked the idea and agreed, I said, "Sounds good." It was a quick way to say, "That works for me," without overthinking it. Sometimes, just a simple phrase like that keeps the conversation easy and friendly. It reminded me how these small phrases can help us connect smoothly in everyday English. Welcome, and welcome back to Learn English in Minutes. If you're new here, this is part 2 of our Speak Like a Native series. Don't worry if you missed part 1, you can watch it anytime. Each lesson is packed with 10 natural phrases to help you speak more fluently and confidently. Today's phrases work great at work, with friends, or just chatting casually. At the end of the video, I'll share 2 fun and practical exercises, one that tests how quickly you can match natural English phrases to real-life situations, and another that helps you use today's phrases in a way that builds real fluency. Plus, there's a special vocabulary upgrade that will make your English sound even more fluent and natural. So make sure you watch till the very end. You won't want to miss these hands-on tips that can take your speaking skills to the next level. Ready? Let's jump right in. And if you like these lessons, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's start with something you hear all the time. Sounds good. You already heard it in our opening story. When someone suggests a plan and you agree, you say, "Sounds good." Like this, "Let's catch up tomorrow." Sounds good. Or, "We'll meet in the cafe at 3." Sounds good. It's simple, positive, and casual. You can even use it in texts. "I'll send the file soon." Sounds good. Here's a quick pronunciation check. Say it with a smooth rhythm. Sounds good. Not sound is good, just sounds good. Another useful phrase is, "That works for me." It means you're okay with the suggestion. It fits your plan. Let's say your colleague says, "Let's move the meeting to 11 a.m. You say, "That works for me." Or your friend says, "Let's order pizza instead." And you reply, "That works for me." It's polite and flexible. Great for work or casual chats. Try saying it with an easy tone, "That works for me." It sounds confident, but not pushy. Now imagine someone offers you a couple of choices. You can say, "I'm good with that." It means you're fine either way. "Do you want coffee or tea?" "I'm good with either." Or, "We'll split the chores this way." "I'm good with that." It's friendly and laid back. You'll often hear this in group settings where people are planning together. Sometimes you may not have a clear answer. That's when you can say, "I'm not sure." It's honest and it buys you time. For example, "Do you want to go to the event tonight?" "I'm not sure." Or, "Will you finish the project today?" "I'm not sure." You don't need to pretend you know everything. Here's a quick grammar tip. "I'm not sure" is an independent sentence. Avoid adding "about that" unless you follow it up with a noun or phrase. For example, "I'm not sure about that plan" is correct, but just "I'm not sure about that" can sound vague unless the context is clear. Now, if you need a little space to decide, say, "Let me think about it." Maybe someone says, "Do you want to join this course with me?" Instead of rushing your answer, say, "Let me think about it." It shows maturity and thoughtfulness. Use it when you're not ready to commit. Also, this phrase sounds more polite than just saying, "maybe." Let's say someone shares an idea that makes you pause and nod. You can say, "That's a good point." Like in a team meeting, a colleague says, "We should test this before launch." And you respond, "That's a good point." Or during a debate, someone shares a perspective and you acknowledge it with, "That's a good point." It shows you're open-minded and respectful. You're not just waiting to speak, you're really listening. Here's a phrase that builds empathy. "I see what you mean." Let's say your friend explains why they're frustrated and you don't agree completely, but you get it. You can say, "I see what you mean." Or your coworker explains a problem with the process. You nod and say, "I see what you mean." It bridges the gap between understanding and connection. Now imagine your teacher explains something and it finally clicks. You say, "That makes sense." This phrase is about logic and clarity. It works when you finally understand something. "Oh, that makes sense now." Or if someone explains why they're late, like there was traffic due to rain, you can say, "That makes sense." You're showing you understand their reasoning. If you want to express deep understanding, try, "I totally get it." Let's say your friend is nervous before a presentation. You say, "I totally get it. I've been there." It's more emotional than "I see what you mean." It says, "I understand exactly how you feel." Use this when you want to show strong empathy. You might also hear, "I get you," which is even more informal. Finally, here's a phrase that shows polite agreement, especially when you're not fully convinced. Fair enough. It's like saying, "Okay, that's reasonable." For example, you suggest a restaurant, and your friend says they want something lighter. You can say, "Fair enough." Or, during a debate, someone makes a valid point and you don't want to argue. Fair enough. It's calm, respectful, and open-minded. Now it's time for you to practice these phrases in a fun and engaging way. First, let's try a comment challenge. In the comments below, write a real situation from your day where you could use one of the phrases. Maybe it was a conversation with a friend, a colleague, or even something you said to yourself. Choose a phrase from today's lesson and share how you used it, or how you could have used it. This helps you connect what you learned to your real life, and reading others' comments can inspire more ideas. Now here's a quick match game. I'll say a situation, and you try to pick which phrase fits best. Ready? You're offered 2 time slots for a meeting, and you agree with the second one. Which phrase fits best? Maybe you thought, "That works for me." Here's another one. Your friend shares a new idea that you hadn't considered before, and it actually sounds reasonable. Which phrase fits best? You might say, "That's a good point." Next one. Someone invites you to an event, but you need to check your schedule before deciding. Which phrase fits best? You could say, "Let me think about it." This kind of fast thinking trains your brain to connect phrases to real situations quickly. Want more of these in the next video? Let me know in the comments. Before we finish, here's a quick vocabulary upgrade. Instead of saying "I'm not sure," you can also say "I'm on the fence." It's a more advanced idiom that means you haven't made a decision yet. Like this: "Are you going to the party? I'm on the fence about it." Try using this phrase when you want to sound a bit more fluent. You're doing an amazing job. Every small phrase you learn brings you closer to fluency. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up and speaking with courage. Keep using these phrases in real life, and they'll soon become second nature. See you next time on Learn English in Minutes.